Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington State Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, a defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that.
Oh, he's got some space.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Let's step back here and chat a little Washington State. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Baylor's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people.
He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. And what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll pitch it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up.
There he goes. Oh, it's a fumble. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action. Quick completion on the out route.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Cougars line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Using his legs, it's Browning. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a first down.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run, Alton.
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Bears have this offense rolling. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Sweet cut there. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers?
He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Look out, he's got room. Picks up the first down. Dude, he's already picked up 46 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give to the lone running back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Wazoo! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the air on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. So now it's second and long.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw on third and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Browning. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Fires to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Got him downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He now has 63 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Cougars have their offense in high gear. Finds his man. It's Marshall. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job at play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. He throws into the middle of the field. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to set up the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll go to the air on second and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
17, 14.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix of breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Find space on the right. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, the tight ends are one of the most versatile guys in the field, and you see it right here. The play action, they're used to blocking, right? Now they slip right by the linebackers, slip to the second level, come open, the quarterback finds them in great rhythm.
From the gun, the ground game. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Trying to barge in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Baylor! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got some room to run. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with really good field position. Off play action on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchup.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room into the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least...
Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. A quick pass to the left. At the 45 on his way. Sprinting away. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. Quick strike through the air for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got room to work. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man to the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He wants to go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Browning. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Hard running there. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. looking for a physical attack from the gun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Snagged out of the air. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Browning. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
After a drive this long, a field goal will be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Starts to scramble to the left. Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Field goal is good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And his throw is incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Washington State sends out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here today.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarter.
He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Steamrolls his way ahead. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. The give and tick, 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 tick. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bears have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Puts it out of the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. To the air on 1st down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw again. It's caught downfield. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to throw on first down. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown. Still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Bears inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. The give out of the gun. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity?